Okay. Whoop. Believe I am live. Let's see on everything else. Give me. Okay. Whoop. Believe I am live. Yep, I'm live. Thank God. Holy shit. That was a mission to get onto. Sorry about that. I'm super late to start the stream. That was my bad. So currently watching the Dolidze versus Imamov fight night, or UFC Vegas 85, or UFC Fight Night 235, however you want to call it. Watching that right now. Sorry, just give me a sec. So I have it on right now. I believe it's the Arujo versus Silva fight right now. I just watched parts of round 2 on that. So watching that live and just doing like a watch along, fight companion, watch along, whatever you want to call it. So if people have any questions or anything like that, we can just chat about anything we want, while at the same time watching the fights and seeing what's up with everything here. Sorry, give me 1 sec. I gotta double check one other thing. Still, yo, by the way, there's a lot to discuss about, not just limited to the Dolidze versus Imavov card. Then there's all the stuff that's been going on just in general. By the way, you guys see Usyk versus Fury's off? I mean, what? That is so disappointing, dude, by the way. I hate that it's off. I was actually looking forward to it. Although it is kind of nice that it's not going to be on the... Because it was supposed to be on the same day as Volk versus Topuria, I believe, the 17th, right? So yeah, that kind of... It is kind of nice that it's not on the same date now. It'll have some sort of separation. By the way, where's my... Oh, let me just adjust this quickly. Just that. Okay, there we go. So, got everything up now. Just gonna enjoy the fights now and chill. By the way, this fight's actually not been too bad. Arujo's been tagging her pretty good in this round. Yeah, this card's actually not been... Unfortunately, I missed the fights just before this. I did see the Meatball Molly. God, what a... I really don't like that nickname, but yes, Weekend Molly. Meatball Molly. What else do we have right here? Oh my god, yo, and the Molly McCann fight, yo, that freaking thing she landed, that armbar, holy shit, that was actually quite, that was a pretty nasty armbar I saw. Like, I was looking at some of the pictures on it, and it was freaking deep, dude. It was so deep. Just need to load this up in the background too. Oh. All right. Gotta focus a bit more on the fight too, because I do have this right in front of me. Shit. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah. I believe because I joined around round 2 of this fight, I believe that most people have the scorecard. I think it's 1-1 or 2-0 for Arujo. I believe so. Oh my god. Please get away. And the thing is, since round 2, Arujo's had Silva like behind the black line for like since about midway round 2. And I could just see Silva. I mean, fighting behind the black line isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially if you can just land the more significant strikes. But depending on the judges, they can have a bad effect. Ooh, spinning back kick. Wow. That was really good. She's actually doing really good, like I said, like behind the black line. If you're still landing the better strikes, as long as the judge is competent, um, you're not gonna lose the fight. As long as you land the better strikes. But again, sometimes you're gonna have like really, really incompetent judges and stuff, and then you're like, shit. Freaking took it out right off the bow. That was not good. Oh, Mackenzie Dern in the crowd too. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like the Apex cards, but I just think it's like such a win-win for the UFC because why would they not do the Apex cards? The setup is so easy; they don't have to worry about traveling, moving all their gear. Everything is in house. They still get the money from ESPN as long as they hit the contractual amount of numbers of stuff hit. So for the UFC, it's just like, why would we not do this? Why would we not do this? It's pretty easy for the UFC to do this. What else do we have going on right now? Usman Nurmagomedov's next fight is booked for what, March 17th? Is that? Okay, that's actually good. That's cool. By the way, I saw that dude die today. The guy who played Apollo Creed. I just remember him from the Predator movie, the first one with Arnold, and that very, very cool, that very epic, manly moment of them clashing hands like that. By the way, well, look at this tweet right now by. Look at this tweet right now by John Nash. What is he talking about? I like the Apex. Seeing a card is being held there immediately tells me that it will have no relevant fights and I skip it. Yeah, maybe like the most of the card, but the co-main and the main event for this fight are relevant. So I don't know what he's talking about. That's a weird ass take. I don't even know what he's talking about there. That's just weird. All right, who wins this? Yeah, Natalia Silva. That was good. Yeah, she did really, really good in round 3. I thought behind the black line, she did really good. Wow, she is happy as hell. Wow, just screaming. Wow, she's excited. That's good. Man, 11 fight win streak, 17-5. Yeah, this translator, I don't know what it is about him. It feels like this is the type of dude who just peeps at women through windows or something like that. This translator just gives me those vibes. This Brazilian translator, he's a nice guy. I'm not trying to say anything bad about him, but he does give me those vibes. I swear. Oh my god. Look at this picture too, by the way. Holy shoot! Look at this picture, man. Wow. Look at her foot. Sheesh. Wow. Yeah, and the people even have gifs like when she was on the ground. It was kind of flailing around and stuff. Wow. That's bad. Does not look good. That does not look good. That is really, really bad. Russia, you have a John Jones for the eye poke. Yeah, I heard that this eye poke was actually very, very bad. Really, really bad. Wow. That was really good. Yo, honestly, especially even like behind the black lines, that was actually really good. I'm not even gonna lie. Behind the black lines, that was actually really impressive. Straight up, that was really impressive. Wow. And that's actually really cool winning on your birthday. No better birthday present than that. Having judges scored your way, that's a really, really good birthday present. Yo, I just cannot get over this freaking armbar that Molly landed, dude. This was so brutal. And with 1 second left in the first round. I mean, I will say this though, like I know that the Belbita, the girl Molly fought. I mean, I saw that she had said that she was considering retirement before she got the Molly fight. Never a good sign when you were thinking about retirement, then like some matchup might have intrigued you. That's typically not gonna be that good. Oh, and look, Topuria in the crowd. Look at that, Mr. Topuria in the crowd. I have a video coming out about Topuria and Alex. It's coming out real soon, so can't wait for that. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like, if you're talking about retirement before you even, before your opponent and stuff, that's never a good look. Oh, that's very cool. This ad that they have playing for Topuria versus Volk. Really, really cool. El Matador Topuria. Topuria. Rick Allen, this card blows, bro. You listen. I know the card is not that good. I already kind of was saying that the fights were not going to be that great. However, the co-main and main, we're talking straight fire. It's going to be fucking straight fire. Well, the co-main, sorry. The main event, I do think that it'll be like a technical decent fight. So we'll see about that. No, I was just saying like regarding the whole like people talking about the retirement thing. Like I saw a thing recently with Cejudo was talking about. Cejudo was talking about potentially retiring uh, if he loses the fight against Marab, which I understand because if he loses the fight against Marab, he's gonna have to. It's gonna be really tough working his way back up again. So I mean I understand that, but I'm kind of like yo, if you're facing someone like Marab and you're kind of like, if I don't win this, I'm gonna be retiring. I don't know. Now I already have a bad feeling about this fight already. I was already kind of I had to like I had the Henry versus Marab fight as pretty even. I was going kind of back and forth as to who I would think would win that because I do think that Henry at his best is not an easy fight for Marab. Henry at his best. And I don't think Marab's an easy fight for Henry either. But then now if Henry's kind of like, oh, I'm thinking about retiring and this and that. Well, now we're just like, well, shit. I don't know what to do. Like now I'm kind of like, what's Henry's motivation level going to the Marab fight? Just kind of like Babita here. If you were talking about retiring before you're facing off against Molly McCann, look at that. Like that armbar was brutal. Now I guarantee you she's going to be retiring after this. Or maybe like a temporary retirement and then she comes back for a short period of time. I don't know. But now I'm kind of concerned about Henry too because, shit, I don't know. He's thinking about retirement. You know, I know he had a family member pass away recently. Then he's got his kids. He's probably maybe his head's not all there. So that's gonna be a tough fight. And it does suck because I have always wanted to see Cejudo versus Sean O'Malley, and it really really sucks that Henry wasted his prime years, man. Henry really really wasted his prime years in that retirement from 2020 to it was 2023, I believe. So it's 3 years of retirement. That was just so sad. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So, I'd love to see it, but I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do it now. So we'll see. By the way, yeah, they got the Volk versus Topuria stuff up. So what are some of the stats they're throwing up here? Fifth 5-fight win streak. Third longest. And Volk has an 11 fight featherweight win streak, which is the second longest in division history. Second most title fight, 67% strike defense for Topuria, 6.8 strikes per minute for Alex. Alex with 57.1 strike accuracy, and then Topuria has a knockdown 4 of 6 opponents as the stat that they're showing. But like I said again, I got a video coming out. I think I've identified a really, really big weakness in Ilia Topuria that I think as long as Alex has not slipped up, as long as his chin is not compromised from that knockout, if he's not returning too quick or this or that, I'm fairly confident that Alex should be able to beat Topuria pretty handily. I'm pretty confident about that, straight up. By the way, that victory against Yair, I think this is actually like a really underrated win for Alex. Because, the max fights were always pretty big. The Korean Zombie, we didn't really expect much. It was short notice, Korean Zombie. The Ortega fight, people talk about all the time because of how crazy it was and how he defended against the submissions. But yeah, that fight against Yair Rodriguez was impressive. How, it's not like Yair didn't land any shots, right? But how thoroughly he dismantled Yair compared to how Yair looked against Josh Emmett and how Yair looked against Max Holloway. Dude, that's probably, I would say, Alex's most underrated win. Like, it was really, really impressive. Really, really impressive. I'd say, the Jose Aldo fight was also impressive. People don't talk about that. The Chad Mendes fight was a cool back and forth and this and that. So he's got, fights like that. But I would say that Yair Rodriguez fight, you can argue that's one of his most underrated fights. That shit was really, really good. We got Randy Brown right here. I love how on his little comment card it says Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. That's it. That's all they can tell us about him. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. Thank you for letting us know that. I really appreciate that. By the way, I don't know who you guys have winning for that co-main event. I was saying, I dropped a video earlier this week that I predict that it's not going to go more than 2 rounds. And I was picking Moicano by submission. I don't know what everybody else has, but I'm just going to pick Moicano by submission. I do feel like he'll get the takedown at some point, and then he's going to submit Dober. But I think leading up to it, hopefully, it's going to be a really, really cool fight. So we're going to see about that. And then for the main event, I have Dolidze winning, but don't be surprised if Imavov wins. Even though I think Dolidze has shown me more impressive stuff, I will say that Imavov's last fight, even though it was against Chris Curtis, who, we know Chris Curtis is not that elite, I will say that Imavov's last fight, the way he was spinning, his movement in that fight, I really, really liked. The kicking he was utilizing. So I was looking at it, I was like, okay, Dolidze, unless he's made improvements, does have a bit of a more basic style. Like against Vettori, he was just throwing a jab and a right straight or a right hook the entire time. So if he hasn't improved on that, then Imamov, there's ways he can maybe squeeze out a victory here. But I just think that Dolidze did look pretty decent against Vettori. So I will say that. By the way, I thought that... what did I say? I think I was saying that Dolidze should have won that fight against Vettori too. I don't even know how he lost that. Rick Allen, bro, do you think the UFC antitrust lawsuit is going to wreck some shit? Yeah, so I actually have a really detailed video I'm working about regarding the UFC lawsuit. I will say this. UFC antitrust lawsuit going to bankrupt Dana, bro. No, I don't think it's going to bankrupt them or anything like that. Remember, there's still a high chance, even though it's looking less and less likely, that they could settle before it goes to trial. I believe the statistic is 80 or 90% of lawsuits settle before they actually go to trial. Not that everybody wins a settlement, but the ones that were supposed to go to trial, about 80 or 90% get settled. So there's still a chance that it gets settled, and then Kung Lee, John Fitch, and then there was a third person I forgot who, because I think it was CB Dollaway, because I know Cajun Johnson is on the 2017 lawsuit, but yeah, Kung Lee's the main one, and I know John Fitch is on there as well. Nate Quarry, yes, on the 2013 one. I will say this, that lawsuit, here's the one thing I will say about this. The damages for it is actually very, 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 very big. I'm going to just say that right now, that this is not even like something we should, as fans, kind of overlook. It's not just the damages, because based on my research, if the UFC loses that trial, they can actually get hit with treble damages. I believe that's how they call it, treble damages, which is meant for antitrust cases where you can get awarded 3 times the damage. So last time I checked, based on my notes, I believe it is, I have the number right here. Give me 1 second. Do I have that right here, or is it right here actually? Where did I put it? I know I have the number here. It was 900 million to something billion. What was it? Something billion. Where was it? Where did I put it? I have the number right here somewhere. UFC. I have the video. Yep, here's the thingy right here. And then, yep, here's my write-up for it. Yeah, 800 million to $1.6 billion. 800 million to 1.6 billion. And again, that's because, oh, no, sorry. That's before treble damages. 800 million to 1.6 billion before treble damages. So you can take that amount, 800 to 1.6 billion, multiply it by 3, and that's the damages that they could potentially be liable for. I don't know if that's going to happen for sure, but and by the way, that doesn't even mean that, let's say they lose the trial, that they're going to have to pay out 800 million. It could be a much smaller amount. I don't know how everything's going to go, but I'm just saying that, let's just say they get the max at 1.6 billion. Then you multiply that by 3. Sorry, my math is not working good today. That would be 4.8. I was going to say 4.5 for 1.5, but 4.8 billion. Now, if they get hit with a $4.8 billion damage, yeah, that's the type of stuff that can be company destroying. 4.8 billion, obviously. Even 800 million, that's the type of thing where you can wreck an entire company. Now, I think they would still survive. Somehow they'll manage, they can raise money, this and that. But if they do lose, they'll have to pay a lot of money. But the bigger concern that we should be worried about, the UFC, the money, yes, I'm sure Dana White his brain is going to melt if they end up losing. The bigger concern for us is that if there's some sort of, the judge forces some sort of provisions upon the UFC where he says, listen, these type of contracts and these type of ways you guys hold fighters longer than they're supposed to, how you guys, your contracts have things like tolling, which if someone turns down the fight, you can extend it by up to 6 months. You guys just recently put the sunset clause, but before that, you could hold a fighter permanently within the UFC and they didn't need to be cut. All these things you did where fighters weren't able to test other divisions, other organizations. So like they couldn't try a Bellator or maybe one as much or this or that, or any of the ones from 2013 until now. If they make some sort of forcements on that, where they said, listen, you guys got to make some changes, then, the issue that comes then is that, well, now we're not going to see the UFC be able to keep as much of the top talent anymore, potentially, right? We might not be able to see the UFC, use their leverage and their methods in order to do that. So we might be get into a situation where now it's like, okay, well, the UFC used to have like 80% of top talent, whatever it is, 85%, whatever that number is. Maybe it drops down to like 60% or something, I don't know, or 55. Well, when that happens, well, now we have a lower amount of high quality fights. Those crazy pay-per-view cards we get week after week, month over month, year after year, these crazy consistent cards. Well, we might get less of those then after this if they lose. So that's, that's the thing to be concerned about. The money, I'm sure they'll figure out, but the fucking, we might not be getting the same quality cards once some of this stuff gets enforced. That could be possible if they don't settle and they lose, and the judge also puts in some other enforcements where he says, listen, this is not going to happen anymore. this, that. Like, dude, it can be a big deal. So, and then if they lose, then you have the case law and case precedent where they can't do stuff like this again either. Because then if they try to do stuff like this again and there's another lawsuit, then you're going to have to deal with that stuff again. How much do you think Dustin deserves to get paid to fight the French dude? Dustin's on Neil Mover. He deserves 100K maximum. He just got killed in his last fight. No. I disagree. I think Dustin deserves actually quite a bit. I would say that. What would I say? I would say that I don't know the exact thing because I have to do like a market analysis of how much Dustin's worth, how much revenue brings in. I don't have that. But I will say a lot more than 100K. I would say that at this point in Dustin's career, especially because he's going to be generating revenue for. By the way, the fight's about to start. By the way, round 1 is just about to start. Randy Brown versus Salikov. By the way, Salikov's a lot older than I remember. 39 years old, man. Damn. I would say Dustin should be getting at least. Look, I think the UFC fighters in general deserve a lot more money than in general. Okay, so my number. The number I truly think Dustin should be getting paid is going to be more towards the close to the million number, or if not a million. But that's if the structure of MMA changed and they really get paid more. But based on the current UFC we have today, I'd say he should be getting at least. I'd like to see 500. I'd like to see 500, 500. And I know some people will be like, well, that's what some champions might get paid. But if he's able to negotiate it, I think Dustin deserves it. Yeah, get him about 400 or 500. Maybe some win bonus on top of that. I don't know, something good. But definitely not 100. Dustin at this point in his career deserves way more than 100. And I know that there's going to be a percentage of people buying UFC 299 to see that co-main event. Most of them maybe arguably will see Sean O'Malley, but I don't think Sean O'Malley is that big of a draw yet. Randy Brown, quite a bit taller than the guy. How much is a lot, bro? 200K. That's pushing it. Nobody turns on pay-per-view because Dustin is fighting. Okay, so while I'm watching the fight, I'm trying to multitask and watch the fight and answer your questions. It's not just because Dustin brings a certain amount of eyes. It's not just that. You also have to compute it a different way as well. Let me give you an example, okay? Right now, Dustin Poirier is ranked number, was it 4, I think, right now? Or I can't remember. He's in the top 5. Which means that in the world right now, on planet Earth, well, that was a decent... I will say Salikov's landing some pretty decent kicks here, by the way. But not too bad. Neither guy's really getting anything. Randy Brown is using his hands out really, really good to kind of obstruct his punches, block his sight. So that's actually pretty good. No, so... you have to imagine, on planet Earth, there's about 7-8 billion people, whatever the number is. Out of those 8 billion people, let's just say a little over half, because there's slightly more males and females, are men. Then you take a percentage of that, which are above 18, then a percentage of that, which will end up competing. Out of all these hundreds of millions, billions, whatever number you want to use, oh my God, dude. Fucking hell. Oh, it doesn't look like it was too bad of an eye poke, thankfully. Hopefully it's not too bad. Out of that many people, Dustin Poirier, okay, take hundreds of millions of people, has made it to the premier organization, and he's a top 5 person, which means that at 155 pounds, there's 5 people in the world that are around or slightly better than Dustin's level, okay? If you take any other, I know that the UFC is very revenue dependent. It's not the same as any other company. It's not apples to apples, what I'm about to say here. But just to give you an example, if you are, I'm taking you, the viewer, the number 5 plumber in your state or province or city, whatever, if you're the number 5 plumber, how much money do you think you're going to make? Quite a bit. Quite a lot of money, right? Your yearly income is going to be quite high. If you're the number 5 computer science, tech person, whatever, in freaking, I don't know, name any random city, and you have companies trying to hire you, how much money do you think you're going to make? Pretty good money, because you're very, very, very valuable. There's only so many people better than you. Now, the UFC is not the exact same. You have to be able to draw revenue. I agree. And people who bring in more revenue should be getting paid more. Ooh, nice spin kick, by the way. And look at Randy Brown with a little shuffle step. However, part of the reason that it might seem that way with Dustin. He doesn't deserve to get this or that. It's because of the way some of the contracts. Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God, dude. That was a fucking brutal right hand. No, oh my God. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. Wow, that was a beautiful right hand. Wow, Randy Brown. That was really impressive. Again, you're fighting a 39-year-old Salikov, but that was a beautiful setup. Wow. Nice. And let's just look at this replay, okay? Look at this. Left, left, right. So you could see in this situation, Salikov wasn't even. He's just kind of standing in place, didn't really react that well. His footwork wasn't really there. His feet placement was not that good. Man, I kind of feel bad. Salikov just seems like some random uncle you'd see on the street, like some, like who just works a regular job and just got knocked the hell out by Randy Brown. Oh my God. Um. Oh. So let me just say this, okay? One of the reasons that you might think that Dustin only deserves this much or this much, and we only work within the sort of confines of a UFC structure, is because of the contracts they've had in place, which have allowed them to hold fighters on for so long, which limited the amount of times they were able to test out in other organizations, which limited other organizations from competing with the UFC, right? Which is part of the thing in this antitrust suit, which we're about to find out if it goes to trial. So if we lived in a world where there was let's just say two other organizations, not exactly the UFC's level, but bigger than PFL and bigger than one slightly, just a little bit, I guarantee you if Dustin Poirier went and got a contract there, his contract is probably minimum 750 to fight people over there, right? And then you might say, well, that's more than he deserves. But what he deserves is what the market's willing to pay. And when the UFC has a structure set up where they can just kind of control that type of stuff, and then other organizations weren't able to compete as properly and this and that, then, you have a situation where you're only looking within the UFC and thinking, okay, how much revenue does Dustin bring in? So that's why you have to think about this. It can get really, really complicated. Don't be such a beta, bro. Feeling bad isn't for MMA. MMA is all about Schadenfreude. I don't even know what Schadenfreude means. No, dude, you can feel bad for someone. That doesn't mean you're a beta. That just means you're feeling bad for someone. Because look at the guy, dude. Poor guy. Looks like he just came off the street. They just found him. He was selling pizza or somewhere on a corner of a New York street or something like that. And they just called him in and Randy Brown just decimated him. That's why I feel bad for the dude. Having a win payment makes sense because it incentivizes trying to get a finish and win. Yeah, sure. Yes and no, because on one hand, it can incentivize a win, not necessarily a finish, but a win. But my only problem with the win bonus is that if you get robbed or if something happens where the guy fouls you and there's some sort of DQ and the fight doesn't really happen and there's no win, then you don't get the win bonus. Then you're like, well, I just lost how much money because of that. So I do have a bit of a problem with the win bonus in those regards. Otherwise, I think that the win bonus can incentivize people, definitely. Not necessarily for the finish, but definitely for a win. Bro, I'm going to teach you a new word. Schadenfreude means pleasure derived by someone from another person's misfortune. Well, I don't know if MMA is all about that, my man. I think that MMA is about different things than that. But hey, if you get off on that, then that's you, my man. But I can feel bad for people and still be good with everything. But yo, that was actually the left, right there was beautiful. That was actually really, really good. And well, let me see Randy Brown for a second. I just want to see one thing regarding Randy Brown. Oh, he wants to be on UFC 300. Well, I mean, UFC 300 needs a little bit more than you, Randy Brown. UFC 300, we are looking for something else right now. We're looking for the freaking main event, whenever that fucking ends up coming. I just needed to double check something with Randy Brown. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, see, his last loss was against Jack Dillon Madalena. Yeah, I remember that. That was actually a pretty brutal loss too. But before that, 1, 2, 3, 4 fight win streak. Before that, so he was in the UFC since 2016, 7-0, and now he's 17-5. Yeah, I think Randy Brown's a solid person they can continue putting on fight nights. Nothing really more than that, but yeah. Um, yeah, but yeah, UFC 300 still waiting. By the way, the UFC said last week we should get the announcement. Then they said this week we should be getting the announcement. Now, how much time do we have left? We have, let's see, about just a little over 2 months. Little over 2 months, and one of the biggest cards that they're going to set for the year doesn't have a main event. That should tell you that things they had initially planned are not going according to plan. That can tell you they probably had other main events in mind that just are not working out. So, I don't know. But yes, let me just say this. Again, I think Dustin Poirier, I'm good with him getting 500 for this. The other thing I will say, I don't think that Sean O'Malley is as big of a draw as we think he is. And the problem with this card is let's say that this card does 500K pay-per-view buys, right? UFC 299. Let's just say, for example, 500K buys. The problem is that the issue is that how much of that was from Sean O'Malley? How much of that was from Dustin Poirier? Because that's a pretty solid fight. And ever since Poirier beat Conor, and he's been fighting for so long, he is a well-known name to some regard. Not a megastar, but he's a known name. Then you have the entire rest of the card. So, you can't even really. We don't even know how much for UFC 299 Sean O'Malley is going to be the guy who's bringing in all the pay-per-views. We don't even know. It could be 500K, and then it's well, maybe Sean O'Malley contributed to 400 of that, 350, and let's say everybody else kind of contributed to something. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. So we got Hermansson fighting next. God, I still remember when Jack Hermansson, I think it was Jack Hermansson who had the wrestling match with Hamza Chimaev. Man, Hamza put him to town, yo. Especially the first 15, 20 seconds of the fight. If you remember, bro, they were flipping and sliding and stuff. That was a crazy wrestling match. Brutal. Aljamain Sterling just tweeted, I poke Suckman, we need to curve these gloves indefinitely already. Are we waiting until a couple people lose their more eyes first? Yeah, probably, to be quite honest, Aljo. They probably don't want to change them until, unless something really seriously happens. If somebody actually goes blind or something, then we'll probably see some sort of innovation. But as of right now, I don't really think. I don't really think that, yeah. It's quite incredible that the UFC have a fight with one of the most amazing viral videos of last year, and they decided to bury him on the warehouse prelims only. Nick Diaz in the house. Yeah, we saw that. By the way, a lot of people complaining about the Apex. Yeah, sure, it's way better with the crowd, but dude, the Apex is just a genius business move by the UFC. Everything is in Vegas. They have all the production, everything there. They don't need to travel. They don't need to do anything. ESPN still pays them the money. I don't know what. There's no incentivization for them to switch, to do too much out of the Apex, or cancel the Apex, or whatever. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, Hermansson versus Piper is the next week. What the hell am I saying? By the way, that's a really, 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 really good main event. I'm actually really looking forward to that. Hermansson versus Joe Piper. We're gonna see how good Joe Piper is. We got Dan Ige, Andre Fili. That's Brizag versus Potiera. Brad Tavares versus Gregory Rodriguez. Michael Johnson versus Darius Flowers. And then Vieira versus Petrosian. So that's a very, very weak fight night. I would argue weaker than this one. Definitely weaker than this one, I'd probably say. But then after that, we got the Toporian stuff. Got the Moicano versus Dober fight next. What is this? Dana White is in attendance for Conor Ben versus Peter. Oh wait, so Dana's not even in attendance, right? Yeah, that's pretty funny. Oh my god. Jack Slack. Wasn't the whole argument for the UFC taking 80% of the revenue that it's expensive to set up lights and cameras and shit? Well, I will say that is true, that the UFC is saying that because they host a production and they do this and that and they have to host all the shows in different places and pay for those costs, running shows at the Apex is going to be cheaper because you save all of those travel costs, moving your all the crew and equipment everywhere, setting up at those places, and then you have to pay for the travel costs for all the employees traveling. So you can make the argument that they're saving costs with the Apex. Theoretically, it would be nice if they gave some of that to the fighters, but I know that's not going to happen. There's no incentivization for them to do it. We'll see what happens after the lawsuit. And by the way, that's the 2013 to 2017 lawsuit. July 2017 and after, there's another lawsuit that's in the works. So we'll see what happens. If they get blasted with the 2013 one, then we'll see what happens. By the way, the Gorimbo, that was actually a really good finish by him too. That was actually a really good finish. Oh my god, dude, these commercial breaks in between freaking fights. Holy shit. My god. Oh yeah, let me say this too. I was just talking about UFC 300. I'm kind of leaning towards it's going to be I'm like 90%, 85% confident now Israel Adesanya is going to be the headliner for UFC 300. Not just because of that little tweet he had posted, but not tweet. He had an Instagram post where there was something with like 300 on it and this and that. I think DDP wants it. I know Izzy wants to return. Obviously, there's Alex in the kind of hanging out in the background. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point they're gonna do Izzy versus DDP or Izzy versus Alex, whichever one. Probably Izzy versus DDP. Again, I'd rather see Izzy versus DDP in Africa somewhere, but I know the UFC is probably a bit cornered right now. It's so crazy, dude, that they literally said a couple weeks ago that we have multiple options. They said we have multiple options for the UFC 300 main event. It's like, bro, if you have multiple options, not one of them got announced so far? Like, I don't understand. That's crazy, dude. That is so crazy. I can't believe it. I have a feeling it's going to be Izzy versus somebody, and then we're just going to have to deal with it. I'm not saying I'm going to be upset if Izzy's the headliner. To wait this long to get something that I was just kind of theorizing, doesn't make it as fun. Not going to happen, bro. The 300 main event is the Chinese girls. Oh, hell no. There's 0% chance, dude, that they're putting Weili Zhang as the main event. There's no way. If they did that, people should boycott the event. Again, I'm okay with having them on the card somewhere, but that cannot be a main event. Get happy with the Chinese girls. That's not happening. There's no way. There's no way. What are you guys saying about Fury and Usyk? You would think Fury snapped his leg in half. It's a cut, an old one at that. One that's going to open up again no matter what. Delay the fight a month or two and get on with it. Well, yeah, they're delaying it until May, aren't they? So what is that? That's 3-month delay. I mean, that's not too bad of a delay. I mean, where is it? Where's a picture of the cut? Do I have it somewhere here? Where's that picture of that cut, dude? Where is it? Where is that cut? Where is the cut? Where's the cut? Where's the cut? Cut. Wow, I love how there's like not even one on Twitter somewhere. I just saw it before everywhere, and now it's not even anywhere. Great. Yeah, it was a bad cut. I don't know what the hell people are expecting, but that bro, they ain't turning around in 1 month. There's 0% chance they're doing that. I don't know what drugs that do to smoking, thinking they can come back in a month. What is going on here? Oh my god, why is this doing this? Man, I can't wait for this fight. This fight's gonna be so sick, by the way. This is gonna be so sick. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Izzy. It's gonna be Izzy, and I still hope it's Izzy versus Alex 3, because at least with that, we can get some. Wait, what song is Drew Dober walking out to? What song is this? Oh, this is how we do it. By the way, Drew Dober, this dude could be like modeling or something, but he's fighting. And the crazy part is he puts on like some of the most entertaining fights. His face is busted up at the end, and he does it for his pay's not horrible, but he does it for not that great pay relative to how much damage he's taking. I feel like if he somehow transitioned into modeling or something, he can make, depending on how successful he is, pretty much close to the same amount of money that he's making in the UFC, and not take all that damage. But not saying I don't want Dober in the UFC. I love having him in the UFC. He's entertaining as hell, but that is pretty crazy. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Yeah, like I said, I'm fairly certain, fairly confident Dober's getting submitted. I'm pretty confident. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty confident in my pick about that. I'm pretty confident. Dr. Del Pico, John Jones scared of a real fight to retire on. Daniel UFC protecting him. I don't know, dude. Like, here's the problem with saying John Jones is scared. John's fought almost anybody and everybody. I will say that the Francis fight not being able to put together is a bit of a bad look. That's not a great look. And I love how when Francis was about to be on his way out in contract negotiations, then John was hammering hard, like, yeah, I want the fight now. Like, I get it, he was negotiating, but I don't know, dude. I do think that I don't think John's scared, but I think he's being strategic. John is thinking, look, my legacy is fucking monstrous, okay? I am, some can argue practically undefeated in some ways if you don't count that Matt Hamill loss, if you don't count those DQs, whatever. I'm in some ways undefeated, quote unquote. I could fight Stipe, make a lot of money, retire on top. I'm okay fighting Aspinall too, but what do I really get from it? Now, what do I really get from it? I'm already heavyweight champ. I could beat this guy and retire, and then I'm freaking good. So I think he's just being strategic. I think that's really all it is, to be quite honest, Del Pickle. I think that there's very few fighters who are actually scared of fighting. Because think about it, dude. If you're a fighter, you're in the gym, sparring, fighting for years on end, week after week. So you're not really going to, quote unquote, be scared of a human being after that because you just do this all the time. Just like if you talk public on stage all the time, there might be some nerves, but you just get used to it eventually. Anything in life is like that. So I don't think he's like scared, but I do think he's being strategic. I know he thinks Aspinall is a very difficult fight. And if this is going to be his last fight, why take on the most difficult one, which is if you beat Stipe and retire, you're still going to be considered one of the greatest. Yeah, if you beat Tom and retire, then it's like, holy shit. But I think with John, he's just like, fuck it. Why would I even take the risk? What more do I get? Now, who knows? Maybe if he beats Stipe, maybe the UFC can come to him and be like, yo, listen, we'll throw you a couple $1 million to put on the Tom Aspinall fight. Now, I know they're not going to do that because that's not even going to be that big of a fight to justify it. Dr. DePipico, good point. He's probably not scared, but no way dodging the little interim champ to fight an old man is a bitch. No, I agree. I think the Stipe fight is just stupid. I don't even know what the UFC's obsession is. Like, is this John Jones versus Stipe that much bigger than John Jones versus Tom Aspinall in terms of pay-per-view numbers? I don't think so. I think that it'll probably end up being like roughly similar. Like, sure, Stipe is more well known. He was a heavyweight champion, this and that. But it's like, yo, do I think that Stipe is like that much? Stipe is not a star. And you can say Tom Aspinall is like some level of star in the UK. Stipe is not really even a star within America. So I don't understand the obsession. It's like, fuck, now we're going to wait until like summertime to see the Stipe fight? Like, why? I'd much rather see the Aspinall fight. Like, fuck the Stipe fight, dude. John's going to run right through him, by the way. John is going to run right through him. If John, as long as that injury doesn't mess him up, he's going to run right through him. Oh, man. Let me just keep an eye on this fight a little bit, too. Oh, man. They're going right at it, eh? Right at it. By the way, Dober has some excellent hair, too, by the way. Excellent hair. Look at his hair, dude. Look how wavy and nice that is. I need to get some volume like that. Look at them. They're both... Ooh. Okay, so Dober right away. Got a little pretty nice couple shots there. Moicano keeping his right hand up high here. Keeping it nice and high. Constantly keeping it nice and high. Because he's waiting for that punch. He knows Dober in the southwest can go for that. I'm just very curious to see Moicano, how much he's going to stand, how much does he want to get to the ground, stuff like that. Dober's looking very nice. Dober always looks very, very nice and bouncy on his feet, especially like in first round 1 and 2. He always looks really, really nice and bouncy. Okay. We got the hip. Yep. Got the takedown. And this is what I meant. Like, if Moicano gets him down, which I kind of figured he would, he'll get the submission victory. I mean, maybe he won't, but we'll see. I was kind of assuming he was going to get the submission victory by this. What's the latest on UFC 300? There's not really too much latest on the UFC 300. No updates, nothing like that. Again, I'm assuming Izzy's going to be the main event, but there's no updates, nothing like that. Nothing at all. We were supposed to get something last week, supposed to get something this week. I thought maybe this week, especially because I saw Nina had a thing with Dana saying like if we get 10K comments, she's going to announce it. I thought they were kind of playing into that. It wasn't really a joke, but looks like it wasn't meant to be taken seriously. So I have no idea. Just over 2 months for one of the biggest cards, and they still don't have a main event. Pretty wild. Money Mike Conor gonna come with a new gimmick. Mayweather and Conor already took that shit. Do needs to go a bit original. That is true. I agree. Especially if there's nothing in your personality or the way you carry yourself that's meant to be related to money. He should have something more. He should have some sort of like verb or something like that that talks more about like excitement or being a savage, something like that. He doesn't really talk about money or anything like that in terms of his interviews, personality, nothing like that. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing to do. Yeah, so Moicano's got really good control, but Dober's doing a really good job holding his left arm, not really letting him pass, still in half guard. Now back to full. Dober's doing pretty good. I mean, he's pretty safe here for the most part. I mean, Moicano can land some shots, but he's not really going to do anything too crazy besides that. Not going to land a submission from here, doubtful. But this will tire Dober out. Oh, Dober kicks him away, hips. Oh, no, Moicano right back on him. Yeah. By the way, Moicano is just another one of those guys like super exciting, just like Dober, but just beyond the, just one of those guys. I just don't know if they're going to make as much money as they should have. Like, do they have good retirement saving funds? Do they have anything? They go ham inside the cage, but I don't know what they're going to do after this. Because obviously, like a casual fan, if you ask them, do you know who Moicano Dober is, they have no idea. But they put on some of like the funnest fights, some really really fun fights, but really really unfortunate. Dober's bleeding. He's about to pass. No, yeah, Dober's defense is really good. I mean, Dober's pretty much going to be on the bottom for this round, and then I was a little bit surprised when Moicano took him down like that easily. I would have thought Dober would have been working on his grappling, clinching, stuff like that a little bit more, but I guess not. 3 minutes, 5 seconds of ground control time in round 1. man, he is just like shoving him down. He's got his forearm on Dober's neck, just punching him, just beating him up. And this is not the problem. Is like Dober's gonna come out a little bit more tired in round two. He's gonna be more hesitant now. Now he knows that Moicano can take him down easily. Not a good way to start a fight. I can tell you that much. What? That was such a easy round for Moicano. Honestly, that was such an easy round. I really expected Dober to put a little bit more of some defense. That's actually kind of disappointing that he didn't defend that much. That's very disappointing. My God, yo, this interview with Usyk, Fury, Ariel, that's like everywhere, dude. It's like everywhere. By the way, a lot of people are very mad at that video I made regarding Ariel. Even though I didn't even criticize him, but holy shit. People think if you disagree with someone, it means you hate them. I wasn't even. I was like defending Ariel too. I defend Ariel too in some instances, but I was still getting shit on. It's all good though. What else do we have? Yeah, these, I swear, dude. I am not interested in these ads break. Like, show me the freaking corner. These ad breaks are just stupid. It's all the time just repeating. Okay, round two. Again, I don't know if Dober's not stuffing these. This is gonna just be a really, really bad fight for them. So I don't know what he's planning on doing here, honestly. Dober, okay. Dober's still trying. He's still pushing forward, trying to land his left hand, especially. Moicano clinch, and then. Yep, there we go. That was a deep clinch. There was no way he was defending that one. So I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. Like, I know that Moicano is better at grappling, obviously, than Dober. I have no doubts about that. A little bit surprised how easily he's taking him down. That's a little bit disappointing. I will say that. Not just a little bit disappointing. It's actually very disappointing. Damn, man. Damn. But the thing is, yo, his defense is good enough. Oh, he got up. No, Moicano's right back on him. Moicano's right on him. He's on the cage like that. He's trying to grab him right there. Trying to move him down. Yep. Oh, man. He like slammed his head when he went down, too. The thing is, like, Dober's defending good enough on the ground that Moicano can't even really engage in the offense either. That's the other problem. Because he can't even pass or set anything up properly. Dober, and see, anytime he raises up, oh, that was a good up kick. And see, anytime Moicano comes up to try to pass, Dober's pushing his hips to try to get back up to his feet. I mean, he's in a half guard now, but still not a great. Defense is great, but defense is only do so much. If you can't get back up to your feet, if you can't stuff this, Moicano is just gonna do this. By the way, Paulo Costa just tweeted that he is at 207 pounds. Wait, so he's got 2 weeks left, 207, so cutting about, yeah, just above 20, about 20-ish pounds in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's doable. That's very doable. I really hope Paulo doesn't pull out, dude. I know this fight that it got screwed up before. I really want to see Whittaker versus Costa. Because I think the winner of this fight could probably fight Sean Strickland, I'm assuming. Winner of Whittaker, Costa probably fight Sean Strickland. That'll be a sick fight, dude. Whittaker versus Strickland. Or even Costa versus Strickland. Yo, Costa versus Strickland, could you imagine the lead up to that? The fucking press conferences. That would actually be really, really good. That would be really, really good. I hope they can get that fight right after this. And then maybe the winner of that can fight for the middleweight title again after that. We'll see. Again, Moicano is just having his way. I was expecting this to be a lot more of a firefight, but Moicano is just like, hey, I could take him down. I'm just winning very, very easily. So he's just like, fuck it, I can do it. Because realistically on the feet, there's a big risk of getting caught. Like on the feet, like left hands, especially from the southwest stance. I think Moicano was probably concerned, like, yo, I might get hit and caught. I just need to win this. By the way, this right here is also an example of why sometimes the incentivizing wins is not always the best thing to do in contracts, because anybody can just go for a win like this and you get that win bonus too, right? Um, so it's like it can go either way sometimes. Oh, that was beautiful. He got his back and then Dober reversed, but he's got. Okay, there we go. Now Dober has got his chance again. Here we go. Moicano's looks a little bit more drained. Obviously, all that grappling. Oh, he's got the clinch again. Oh, Dober with the fucking reverse. Oh my god, that was actually beautiful. Now he's on top. I still will say Moicano's going to get this round. Unless Dober does some serious damage here, then he's going to lose this round too. Oh man, Moicano is bleeding too. I don't even know which punch or elbow he got. Which, yeah, on his right side, he is bleeding like a motherfucker. Yeah, Dober, I don't know what punch or elbow or... I'm trying to hear what DC's saying, but I can't hear what he's saying regarding that. Oh my god. Freaking thing is lagging. Come on. Yeah, so even though this late takedown he's got, and clearly he's bleeding and stuff, I'd still say, oh my god, dude, he is fucking... His right eye, and then the blood along that eye, wow, he is... What was... They should show a replay of what that shot was. I don't even know what it was that opened him up. Oh my god. I'm actually surprised. Yo, the amount of damage Moicano has taken, even though he's been on top majority of the fight, is pretty crazy. Let me see this. Ah. Yeah. I don't know. I think that was a clash of heads slightly right there. Like when Dober did the reverse, I think that was a clash of heads potentially. Oh my god, that was beautiful, that reversal, dude. Beautiful. Hey, yo, Dober's got some momentum now. All he's got to do is really try to push the pace and just be careful with the clinches and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a headbutt that caused that opening. But then underneath his eye, he's bruised up too. Okay, Dober got a little right hand there. Dober's still looking fresh. He's got some energy. Moicano's honestly looking a little bit more tired. Yeah, Moicano is tired, dude. He is tired. Dober looks more fresh. He can do it, yo. If he can push the pace and just be careful with the clinch, dude, he can do it. He can get this victory. Holy shit. Head kick. Miss. Oh! Right, left. No, not good enough. See, okay, I'm looking at some people saying that some people are saying that Dober won round two. Yo, I don't really agree with that. Moicano was on top most of that round. Dober was only on top for a little bit. Dober didn't really do anything when he was on top. I don't know how you give that to um, I don't know how you give that to him. Oh man. Oh, okay. There we go. Moicano has not been to the round since 2018. I didn't even know that was true. I didn't even know that. Yeah, I'm. Ooh, man. Ah, Yeah, that. See, Dober had just made a. That was such a big. I don't know why he did that. That was such a huge mistake. He tried that reversal again that he tried. That was so bad, dude. Yeah, Laura's right. There was a momentum. And now, tuna. It's like, why did he do that? I don't even know why he did that. And now Moicano's gonna tee off. So he's in half guard. See, that was. I honestly, Dober had like a good shot right there when he was staying on the feet and landing some shots, teeing off. But now this, when he tried to do the reverse on fail, that was a horrible, horrible mistake. That was such a bad mistake. So disappointing. So disappointing. The fight is bloody as hell. Not as exciting as I wanted it to be or was anticipating to be, but super, super bloody. That is true. Yeah, see, Dober's just not going to get up now. I don't think he has the energy now. He doesn't have anything right now. There's nothing in him left. There's nothing. By the way, people are complaining about. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely Moicano's fight right now. Definitely, definitely Moicano's fight. God, I don't know why the hell would he do that, dude. Why would he initiate clinch and try to go for the throw? That was just stupid. I don't know why he did that. Oh my god. Yeah, Moicano definitely got that. That's definitely Moicano right there. Definitely, definitely Moicano. No question about it. He's got that. No doubt about it. I would probably say that's Moicano 30-27. You can argue. I know some people are giving Dober round two, but I don't think so. I think that he didn't really do much in round two to justify that. I'd probably say that. Yeah. By the way, I'm glad other people were noticing this too. Dober's takedown defense that was bad, dude. That one reversal was nice, but holy shit, coming in facing somebody like a grappler, like potentially that Moicano could do, especially in the submission department, and not. I don't know if he didn't work on it or if he's just not that great, but that was bad, dude. That was so bad. I don't know why he did that. Yeah, and the sad part is like a lot of people are looking forward to this fight too because this was supposed to be the best. 30-27. Wow. I don't know. I can't believe. Yo, I don't know how did they. Yo, round two. That Dober did not win round two. What did he do in round two? Yo, Moicano was on top doing some stuff. Then Dober gets a reversal, and for the last 1 minute, he does a little bit of stuff, and he didn't even damage. He was not even the one who damaged Moicano's stuff with punches. Yeah. By the way, Moicano's new thing where he just swears at these post-fight interviews is very, very cringe. Very cringe. His 62-year-old dad had a baby? Wow. Good for him. When I get home, I'm going to get my wife pregnant another time. Again, this new thing where he's just like swearing all the time, I really don't understand. Wow. Wow. Look at him saying America's going to be a third world country if you don't respect the laws. Oh man, he's about to shout out his YouTube channel. I think he has a Patreon too. He's got YouTube and a Patreon. Yeah. Again, I don't know why he just has to swear so much. Like, why? I just. I just don't understand why he has to swear so much. It's like, okay, dude, we get it. Like, you realize saying the F word and saying fuck every second thing adds to your personality, but holy shit. He does not need to say it every freaking sentence, dude. This guy's just saying fuck, 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 fuck. My God, calm the hell down, dude. So that was an okay fight. Pretty disappointing. That I thought that it was going to be really, really good. I was predicting it to be a definite fight of the night, but wow, that was pretty disappointing. I mean, good win for Moicano, but wow, he does not really. Who would he fight next then? Because now I don't even know, dude. Who would he fight next now? So he's 13. He fought at number 15, so I don't really know. He doesn't really move up the ranks. I don't think so. So then above him, we have BST and RDA. I don't even know. Could he fight? No, I mean, well, BST is obviously booked. Fighting Dustin Poirier. And then I know he's already fought RDA recently and lost. See, that's the problem here. When you have a win like that where it doesn't look like... I mean, I guess he could fight Bobby Green. Yeah, I mean, if Bobby Green gets through Jim Miller. Or he can face the winner of Jim Miller, Bobby Green, I guess. But see, when you don't have that impressive a performance, like now you're kind of in a situation where... how much further up can you go? I mean, I guess there's Dan Hooker here. I don't know if Dan Hooker's going to want to fight him. I doubt Jalen Turner is going to be looking to fight him. He's probably looking to fight for people further up. So, I don't know. That was not a great win. I think that he could have... I mean, Dober's defense was good in the grappling, but damn, I was kind of hoping that would be a bit more of a firefight. So we got the main event next. Dolidze versus Imavov. Dolidze, Imavov. Where are they in the rank? I know Imavov is number 11. Dolidze is in the top 10, I believe. Dolidze is number 8, and Imavov, yes, number 11. Then you got Brendan Allen right above him. Brendan Allen, who I think is really, really, really good. Who I think is going to be, at the very least, fighting for a number one contender fight pretty soon here. Whether or not he can be champion, that's a different story. But I think he's got that potential too. Dude, these breaks in between with the ads and stuff are just brutal. Like, they are just fucking brutal. I honestly don't know why they do this. All right, let's see what's going on the good old Twitters. Well, what do we got? What are people saying? Drew Dober's fight AQ in that fight, yeah, that was pretty bad. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. That was bad, yo. That was really bad. Doesn't look good at all. Renato Moicano should only fight on pay-per-view. I don't know, dude. Like, I agree that normally he should fight on pay-per-view, but that does not look good when you... That wasn't like that type of performance where you're like, oh my god, he's like must-see TV now. Normally Moicano is very fun to watch, but that's not like must-see TV. Like, not at all. So, we'll see. How do you stop these stupid from auto-playing? Moicano was hilarious. DC didn't get to speak at all. Yeah, by the way, yeah, he didn't even let DC speak at all. That is true. Again, I find that stuff a little bit cringe, but sure. Sure. Oh my god, that is true. Renato Moicano when there's a hot mic within reach. Yeah, that's seen from Tropic Thunder. That is how he is. That's literally how this dude is. Saying fuck every other sentence. Again, I'd like to see more, but whatever. His 62-year-old just had a baby, so he has to go home and get his wife pregnant to keep up, and he wants to become a police officer and kill bad guys because America is becoming a third world country. Yeah, he does. I know that's his post-fight career thing. He wants to be a police officer. So, best of luck to him. I mean, good luck. Good luck, my man. How did Moicano defeat Drew Dober? Yep. Tap units. Never put the microphone over Moicano again. Moicano basically says he's about to go and cream pie his wife after this. I'm fucking crying. if only Moicano was as good at putting on entertaining fights as he was good on the mic. Well, normally Moicano does have good fights. This fight just was not that. Like, it was not that excellent, I would say. And yeah, that is hilarious. Telling him to subscribe to his YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure I saw this dude has like a freaking Patreon and stuff too. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Oh my god, did they finally start the walk-ins? Thank god. After like 5 hours, they started the walk-ins. Thank god. What else we have? Moicano during Voice Fest puts on a masterclass in language for our benefit. Yep. Yeah, never let Moicano give a voice fight speech again. Moicano just again, it's entertaining, but I would have liked to see that more when you have a impressive win. When you don't have a super exciting win, then stuff like that just doesn't look that good. Moicano wants money, but sniffs and hits like a woman. All right. Moicano's the future lightweight champion. Yeah, 0% chance about that. 0% chance Moicano becomes the lightweight champion. There's just no way. Imamov walking out to a banger. The player was like, yeah, let's go, Imavov. Yes, let's talk about Imavov now. Let's move on from freaking Moicano. Moicano dropped 100 F-bombs on live TV. He did do that. I thought Moicano would be more aggressive on the ground and focus on the back, avoiding the side was wise. We go 1-1 on the co-main event. yeah, we'll see. Again, I feel pretty confident that Dolidze is going to win this. I'm just a little bit concerned if Dolidze had made no improvements from the Vettori fight, where he literally only had a jab right hand. So I'm a little bit concerned that this fucking guy did not improve beyond that. Oh my god. He's walking it nice and slow. No need to rush him, man. We have not been waiting that long. If I remember, I believe Imavov is French, isn't he? And then Dolidze is Georgian. Is that? I believe that's how it is. Let me just double check. Imavov is he's Russian. Yeah, but fighting out of France. Yeah, so I was right. He's fighting out of France. And then Dolidze is Georgian, fighting out of Georgia. But yes, they're both from Russia, but just fighting out of other countries. Oh, this is a sick Wild Walkout song he's coming out to. Feels like we're about to go to war. Oh, this is actually a really sick song. I like this already. I'm already digging this. I'm going to say Dolidze by late stoppage or decision. Late stoppage or decision. That's what I'm going to pick. Dolidze. Dolidze by late stoppage or decision. Let me just... Jamal Hill is rooting for Roman Dolidze. Jamal Hill, the most forgettable champion in UFC history. Yes. God, this with his walkout, it sounds like he's about to murder Imavov. It literally feels like that. He's about to murder this dude. That's what it feels like. This walkout music is so sick. Okay, so you have Chris Curtis there. There's yeah, so we got Chris Curtis, Extreme Couture, Eric Nixick, stuff like that. Yeah, so I would say I'm assuming he's gonna win this, and then probably after this, Dolidze could probably fight. Maybe they could book the Jared Cannonier fight after this if he's available. Brendan Allen, I think Brendan Allen has a fight booked. Doesn't Brendan Allen have a fight booked right now? I swear he does. Brendan Allen. I swear Brendan's got a fight booked. Brendan... yes, Brendan is facing Marvin Vettori, which is going to be really interesting. I think Brendan's going to win that, so we'll see. Dolidze to win by inside the distance. Dolidze to win inside the distance. God, look at this dude's chest here, man. Screaming. Ah. Yo, his tattoos, the ones on his left shoulder, those are really, really cool tattoos. Horrible hairline, but this is going to be sick. Oh, finally, man. Now we're at least getting to the announcements. Thank God. My only critique about Dolidze is because he's 35 years old. I know that Jared Cannonier is 39, so, and I know middleweight, the higher the weight class, the older you can be and still make it. But 35, he better be careful, yo. He better be careful and try to move up the ranks as quick as he can. I do know he's only started fighting in 2016 though, so. This whole card is irrelevant, bro. Yeah, the card is hasn't been that great. That Randy Brown knockout was sick. Though. It looks like Dolidze got like a hair transplant recently. I swear, does it not look like that? Homie looks like he got a hair transplant. It's totally trashy and in poor taste for Jim Miller as buffer to curse when announcing Jim Effin Miller, what a trailer trash because from Jim. I agree. I don't want that to start happening where Bruce Buffer is like swearing and stuff when announcing names. I'm not into that either. I'm actually glad because the other thing is like if Bruce accepted Jim Miller's request, then other people can request that too potentially, and then I don't like that. Just announce their name with their nickname and stuff like that. I don't even really like when Bruce Buffer did that one time where I think when he was announcing Conor, he was like, the one, the only Conor McGregor. I think I like that Bruce gives 100% to every fighter he announces, and I'd like it to stay that way. I guess very, very few circumstances, like if you're like such a long range champion, then yeah, sure. Uh, and I guess with Conor it's okay, but yeah, I'm glad they didn't do it with fucking Jim Miller. Again, Dolidze, late stoppage or decision. So he's like scrubbing his beard. Again, I do think that Dolidze could get into the top 5. I do think he beat Vittori when they fought. So let's see. Imavov, I'm telling you, his movement looked decent when he was fighting Chris Curtis. I saw a little bit something there. So let's see if he can replicate that in this. If he can replicate that movement. I don't know. Jim doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame either. He's a little too rough. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Jim Miller should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't think so. The problem is, they've already let Donald Cerrone be in the Hall of Fame. Once you allow stuff like that, you kind of open the floodgates a little bit. I agree he shouldn't be in it, but they've let Donald Cerrone in it, so you can. If Donald Cerrone gets to be in it, then you can make arguments for Jim. But yeah, I don't think he should be in it. All right, Dolidze, did you learn more than a jab and a right straight? Let's see. Okay, he's already using a little more kicks. That's good. See, this is the kicks I was talking about. These teep kicks, these front kicks, Imamov is using. He can keep the distance and do good with them if he can use them effectively. But Dolidze's actually landed a couple good kicks already. Okay, I thought it was... so he threw the left hook like that. Both guys... Okay, there's that right straight. And then freaking... I love how Dolidze goes like this after that. Swats it like a backhand. Oh, tried to get the clinch. Okay. Maybe some dirty box. Nope. Oh, he's got double underhooks. Moving him to the cage. Not a great place to be early on. I'm very curious. I'm assuming Dolidze is going to want to wear him down because, again, right now when Imavov's fresh, with the teep kicks, with the front kicks, he can kind of keep Dolidze a little bit at bay with that. It can get annoying, especially if you take too many of those early on. So I'm assuming Dolidze's like, yo, listen, I ain't trying to take too many of these. Let me just get him on the cage a little bit and let's soften him up. Let's get some body shots in, some short strikes, this and that. Let's get those in. Donald was a better fighter than Jim, though, and had title shots. I agree Donald was a better fighter than Jim. I'm just saying I don't think Donald Cerrone should have been in the Hall of Fame. I'm just saying once you let Donald Cerrone, who was not a champion, who didn't really beat top guys consistently, who just, I guess he fought a lot of good guys, had a long career, good, solid fighter for the UFC, you can start making arguments for other people who are not champions. So I don't think they should have let Donald Cerrone in. So, but yes, Donald Cerrone is obviously better than Jim Miller, of course. Dolidze just holding him. He's doing really good. Okay, Imavov finally rotated him out, and he's like pushing him. No, Dolidze got it again. Underhook. So one thing you can notice, first of all, Dolidze getting double underhooks and stuff. But, you can just notice the physical strength difference as well. Ooh, that was a nice short elbow. Nice short elbow. Yeah, there's that nice jab. Right hand he keeps on throwing. I swear, if he keeps on doing that, I swear I'm going to tweet at this dude tonight saying, dude, what the hell are you doing? Please do not use fucking that jab and a right straight the entire fight. Please. Please, I hope you learned something new since the Vittori fight. Nice kicks from Imavov. Again, you can just see Dolidze is like more flat-footed than Imavov. He's just more flat-footed. So when they're like standing there, it just looks and feels like Imavov feels like a more dynamic striker. Just when you see people moving like that. But again, Dolidze's got good power and he can get it. That was not good. That was sloppy from Dolidze right there. Again, the right hand, he keeps going to it. See, and he just keeps doing it. He just, again, that same fucking right hand, dude. Same fucking right hand. Because, yo, if Imavov just prepare for that right hand, he can just dodge it all day. He can literally dodge it all day. Oh my god. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? He's rocked. Holy shit. He is. See, this is what I was talking about. The movement, the strikes, and using that stupid ass right hand again and again. No, don't stop it, Herb. Don't stop it, okay? Bro, what the... this is what I'm saying. That right hand again and again and again. If you use that, people are going to be able to read it. They're going to be able to set up strikes, anticipating that. Oh, God. This is literally exactly in my video, word for word, what I said. If he comes in using that same fucking strike setup again, this is not going to be a good night for him. And look at this. Now, Imavov is pounding it out. He's got butterfly in. He's got hooks in. Yo, he's throwing a lot, though. But Imavov needs to stop. He's not going to get a finish here. He's not going to get stoppage. He's just going to drain himself. He needs to stop. He needs to stop. Oh, armbar? Oh, my God. No, I don't think he has that. Because Dolidze's angle, I don't think he has that. Holy shit, dude. That was... Wow. Well, yeah, that's what fucking happens when you just throw a fucking... when you have one punch combination. Dobronx is going to choke Armin out. Yes, I have Charles beating Armin Tsarukyan. I do think that Armin... I still feel like he's going to challenge for the title one day. I don't think that win against Beneil was a fluke. I don't think it's just that Beneil is, on the later stage of his career now or this or that. Man, look at this dude. I do think that was really impressive, but I do think that Charles is going to be too much. I think he's too well-rounded. The striking, the grappling, it's going to be too much for Armin. I do think that. But let's see. I mean, Armin could be starting to hit his stride now. He might be at that point where every single camp he's making rapid improvements. So we'll see. Bro, look at this dude. Look at that. He's got bruising on his forehead. His right eye swollen just underneath right here. Orbital is just slightly swollen. All right, Dolidze, please, if you have anything else but a right straight, a jab and a right straight, this is where you can start using it. This is what I was talking about, like Imavov's movement, just a little bit better. Oh my God, there right away, he gets that. What is Dolidze doing? He just throws that one right hand again. His leg kicks are getting checked too. Yo, Dolidze looks like a fucking amateur striker right now. Straight up. Dolidze looks like an amateur striker right now compared to this. He can still land. Like, see, he still has that right hand. But he just keeps throwing it again and again. And he's got, like, nothing else to pull in his arsenal. I feel like I'm watching somebody from 2015 throw strikes right now sometimes. That was a 10-8 for him. Yeah, that could be a 10-8. You could definitely argue that. Definitely. Yeah, Imavov does look slightly more tired, obviously, now because he expended a lot of energy there. Yeah, that's a great point by Lorosenko. Dolidze does nothing to control the distance and air between the opponents. He's always thinking about himself and how he's going to land that big shot. That's a great point by Laura. Very well described. Very well described. So Dolidze just holding him here. And Imavov, I can tell, is a little bit tired. And I can tell physically Dolidze is obviously stronger. He's slightly stronger. So Yeah, because this is grueling. And Imavov, yo, he threw. I understand he tried to go for the finish, and sometimes you got to go for it. But he definitely gassed himself out there. He definitely did. It feels like to me, Imavov is just kind of like recovering a little bit here, just trying to take a break. But the problem is, on the cage right now, this can get really, really tiring. This can get really, really tiring. Yeah, Dolidze looks like all he can do right now is just hold him on the cage and then try to tire him out. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So Dolidze spent this entire round holding um, Imamov on the cage. That's what he spent this entire round doing. The entire round. Holy shit. Thank you, her, for separating that. Oh, shit. See, this is what I mean. Yo, Imavov, much more dynamic striker. Not as flat on the feet. Like, look at this. Dolidze literally has nothing in this fight except holding him on the cage. Literally has nothing else. Now Imavov needs to try to recover. Imavov needs to try to avoid getting pressed on the cage, and he needs to stop letting Dolidze get the underhooks because once Dolidze gets the underhooks, he's pushing him right to the cage. So, and that's gonna sap Imavov. So this is just again, yo, this is my frustration with Dolidze, dude. This dude just has a fucking jab and a right hand. That's it. A jab and a right hand, jab and a right hand, jab and a right hand. Again and again. Whenever he throws a kick, it gets checked. He's super, super flat footed. And again, this is frustrating because I thought that he won the fight against Vettori, but even if you look at the Marvin Vettori fight, he was doing the same thing. One punch the whole time, one punch the whole time, one punch the whole time. But now I think that if you're a fighter and you watch that, you can anticipate that. You can anticipate the strikes. You can anticipate how he walks around. You can anticipate this and that. You can anticipate all this stuff now. So again, like look at Dolidze this one. Like look, see teep kick, teep kick. Dolidze throws a leg kick, gets checked, and he still has power. He could land, so Imavov has to be careful. But it's like, come on, dude. See, look at this. Look at this. Teep kick, jab, jab, teep kick, and look at fucking Dolidze like a. Look at him like throwing it like a fucking whale, a huge ass overhand looping right. Oh my god. See, and Imavov, look at the mistake that Imavov does. Imavov through, Dolidze gets the underhooks. Oh my god, dude. Dolidze is really trying to win this fight by just holding him on the cage. Unbelievable. Unreal. Oh, brutal knee to the body. He got like a head kick and then okay, so they're back there, and then Dolidze throws that terrible right hand. Jab. Yeah, see, again, like, God, Dolidze just. My God, dude. And again, like, the first chance. And here's the thing, when you're hurt, like, you can do stuff to try to maybe. I don't want to use the word stall, but, like, maybe you want to do stuff that where you can recover and this and that, maybe find something to do. But Dolidze has nothing. Oh my God, a big right hand, teep kick, check. He checked his leg kick. Dolidze has nothing, so he's holding him on the cage. The grappling isn't working. The striking isn't working. He has no plan B here. So all he can do is hold him on the cage to let the round end and let the fight end. It's very rare that you see a UFC fighter. I don't want to use the word give up, but have nothing else. Dolidze has nothing else here. Literally nothing. He's getting piece apart so bad, dude. Unbelievable. Unreal, dude. This is unreal. Literally, by the way, this is not win fights. Holding somebody on the cage. If you're getting beat up on the feet, you can hold the guy on the cage for like 4 minutes. That guy can beat you up on the feet for 1 minute. And the guy who's beating you up on the feet for 1 minute is gonna win. He's not. He's doing zero damage on the cage. Dolidze. He's not punching. He's not doing it. He's holding for his life. Oh my God. Oh boy. Body kick. Oh my God. Right hand and knee. Oh my God. This is really bad, dude. This is so bad. Dude. DC is so right. Down for me. Whenever they're in space, you can just see he's getting piece. Yo, look at that round 166 to 7, then 9-7, and this round 23 strikes to 9 strikes for Imavov. Yo, Herb needs to get more aggressive separating them because Dolidze is not doing anything with this stuff. He's genuinely stalling the fight. He's not trying to get anything here. He's literally not trying to get anything. Homeboy's not trying to get anything right now. On fucking real, dude. Herb is just clapping again and again. Ah, there you go. Good job, Herb. Good separation. Oh man. Oh, head kick. There we go. Again, I'm fairly certain that. Oh, that was actually a really good body kick by Dolidze. By the way, I would say that normally I'd be pretty confident that this is heading towards the Imavov TKO. The problem is that Dolidze is holding him for such long stretches that I don't even know. I have no idea if he's going to be able to get TKO because Dolidze is just literally holding on for his life. Literally for his life, he's just holding on. It's unreal. I've never seen anything like this. Well, I have, but it's very rare that we see stuff like this. Super, super rare. What happened? It's lagging again. I don't know. This is heading in a bad direction. Look at this. He's literally trying to like. He's literally trying to. Eric Nicksick's trying to wake Dolidze up, but you can see on the stool, Dolidze's done, dude. They're begging for him to get him on the ground. They're begging like, yo, please get it to the ground, please. Please, Dolidze, take it to the ground. Please. Please. Oh, there we go. He got a bit of a right hand. His looping right hand. Again, it's like, relax, Chuck Liddell, with that overhand. Oh my God, bro. He's checking his leg kick so beautifully. Every time Dolidze kicks, it's like a beautiful check. Yo, Imavov, I'm telling you right now, has some potential. Imamov has potential. Dolidze right now doesn't look good, but that's because Imavov is making him not look good. Now, Imavov needs to learn how to get out of these grappling, like these clinch exchanges on the fence. He needs to learn how to, better work the hooks and stuff. But he's showing some decent potential because Dolidze looked pretty good against Vettori, and now Imavov is looking pretty good against Dolidze. Obviously, different style matchup and stuff like that, but he's got some potential here. I'm not saying championship potential, but maybe some, this could be some top 5 potential one day if he keeps making some improvements. It really could be. I'm not even joking. Again, look at Dolidze. This dude is just like, I'm going to grab you and we're just going to walk around. Like, these guys might as well start fucking ball dancing at this point. Like, one hand here, move around like that. Oh my God. What the hell? Dude, why would he do that? Oh my God. Now this is going to be over. This dude literally threw the kick when the... Here we go. Here we fucking go. Fucking hell, man. Oh. Why would he... Yo, I understand maybe he didn't see that his fingers were down and stuff like that, but dude, you got to be a little bit smarter than that. Like, dude, I hate this. Oh my God. Bro, if this ends in a DQ now... Yes, please shift it, dude. This down opponent was stupid as hell. Wow, you know what? I'll give him props. He's continuing. Honestly, he could have... this could have just been a no contest right here. This could have just been a no contest. They could have just... Or either it would be a technical decision. They would just score whatever rounds they have. Oh, he took a point. Oh my God. Great. Holy shit. What a shit show fight, bro. They really need to change this rule. They really need to change this rule. Yeah. Oh my God. Bro, this dude literally pulled guard. Oh my God, he has a leg potentially? Holy shit. Wow. Okay, I will give him some props for that. That was actually freaking impressive. That was like the world's shittiest guard pull, and then he... God. Yeah, Dolidze got it now. I mean, he does shitty guard pull, and then again, Imavov did not do a great job with the rolls there. Like he was literally on top of him, and then he allowed Dolidze to grab a leg, which was not good. Oh my God, dude. I gotta be honest with you. After this, Dolidze, he's gotta drop down to like number. He's gotta start fighting like people in the top 50, like top, like people in the rank number 15, 14, 13. That's what comes after this. There's nothing good that comes after this. This is very disappointing. And again, he just keeps holding to the cage. But when he holds him to the cage, number one, he doesn't do damage, and number two, he's not initiating the takedowns. I don't know. He's literally just stalling the fight against the cage. It's so crazy. The amount of stalling here is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unreal, dude. Oh my god, another hand down. Don't kick him again, dude. Oh man. Oh man, now they're starting to swing a little bit. Dolidze, he's trying, but dude, he looks so outmatched, outclassed here. It's not even funny. It doesn't even. That's what I said. It feels like he's ranked number 8, but it feels like such a fake number 8. I like to think that people who are ranked number 8 inside the UFC are quite a bit better than this. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Round full of drama, but another round where Dolidze had minor success, I guess, when Imavov kind of screwed up and then he got taken out, or he got on top. Besides that, there's nothing here. He's got nothing. Dolidze. Eric's really, E- Eric's really trying to push him right now. See, even he's saying he's like, you gotta put your combinations together. You can knock this guy out because Eric can see the grappling on the cage is not doing jack shit. The grappling on the cage is just stalling time. It's not doing anything. There's nothing happening with the grappling. Yeah, this is gonna be Imamov's fight. This round, he'll probably do the same thing. You just again, unless he lands a really good. God. Again, now Imamov is gonna get on top. No. What the hell? Bro, this is such a. I mean, I think he's trying to strike a little bit more. Oh god, here we go again. He's literally gonna hold him on the cage again now. That's great. Good job. Just hold him on the cage. Such a my god. I don't even know what to say about this fight right now. It's so bad. It is so bad. Oh man, I don't know if he's got this told now. No, he doesn't. No, he'll be good. He's good. He'll be good. Oh my god. I really think Herb should be doing more separations. Like I don't think Herb's doing enough with the separation. I think Herb's being too lax with this. Dolidze's not doing anything. He's not doing a single damn thing on the cage. He's holding him. He's not really trying to take him down. He's not really doing punches. He's just stalling. He's just stalling. There's nothing else here. Dolidze has no plan B. He's got nothing. Like again on the feet, it's just the same punch he's going to every single time. And then there's the clinch again. He takes him. Dude, Imavov, I will critique him as well. He's doing a horrible job at being able to break away from the clinch, from learning how to avoid getting that, separating good, stuff like that. He's doing a really, really bad job. That's something he's got to get better at. Now that was actually pretty good. See, now he's separating there. He got like a knee and elbow. That was good right there. That was really good. That was really good. And Dolidze grabs him again. Yep, see, that was good job. Just rotating him like that. Good. And Dolidze, just nothing. Homeboy has literally nothing. Not a single thing. I'm going to confidently say this. I don't see a lot of UFC fighters stalling in fights. He's stalling. This dude has been stalling on the cage hardcore. Hardcore. Like, there was just nothing there. No plan B. Stalling on the cage. Even from the cage, wasn't really... Even though he was physically imposing for minutes at a time, sometimes against Imavov, not really initiating any takedowns. Just nothing really there. Oh my god, he's raising his hand. He thinks he won? Bro, please. Please. This dude Dolidze actually thinks he won. Unbelievable. See, sometimes I appreciate fighters' delusions they have, but this was just... Come on, dude. You actually think you won that? Yeah. Yeah, you definitely won that, dude. You definitely won. Wanted putting us to fucking sleep. Good job, my man. That was one of the biggest stall jobs I've seen from a fighter in ages. It's very, very rare. It's very rare that you see people do that. Crazy, dude. Oh. Oh my god. And Imavov and Chris Curtis yelling at each other while Dolidze was down from that quote unquote illegal strike. What a shit show. What a shit show this is.
I will disqualify. I will disqualify. I will disqualify.
And this is what's disappointing you. That co-main could have been better. This was disappointing because of Dolidze stalling the fight, not putting in enough stuff. And Imavov is going at Chris Curtis again. Yep. They're still talking. They're still talking. That's great. Honestly, that was a lot better fight too. The Chris Curtis fight versus this. This this was this was so bad. Like, yo, look at some of these strikes that Dolidze is throwing on the replay. This is like, I would expect this is the type of thing you'd see from someone who's like a primarily a grappler who has been in, recently transitioned to MMA for maybe for like a year or two, and his striking isn't all there. That's kind of what this is the type of level of strike I'm seeing from Dolidze here. Some of this wild, wonky stuff. And this dude actually thinks he won the fight. Unbelievable. What? 47-47. Dude, whoever scored that 47-47 is smoking crack. Literally smoking crack. How the fuck could you put that? How the fuck could you put 47-47 for that fight? Oh my god. That's so crazy. That was crazy, dude. Oh my god. Pretty disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. Very, very bland. Yeah. So that was disappointing. Anyways, that's pretty much the card. I don't really need to see here Imavov's post fight too much. Or I could just listen to it after. I just want to wrap the stream up. Thank everybody for whoever watched, whoever asked questions. I appreciate it. Wait, who does Imamov want to fight next? Let me just hear this. Who does Imamov want to fight next? Imavov. Who? Oh my god. Can you please? Here we go. Now we have to wait like 10 hours for this. Wow. Thank you for this. Taking like 10 hours to answer this. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching. Whoever watched, thank you for the questions. I hope to do more of these companion streams as my channel continues to get bigger and I get more and more people watching, more and more stuff happening with that. I have a lot of ideas that I want to do beyond just Fight Companion for these live streams or for watching events. I have a lot of ideas, okay? So, thank you everybody for watching. I will do some more streams next week. And yeah, I will catch you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.